What's up, Rocket family? Welcome back to my channel. So today for you guys, I have some Dollar Tree Halloween DIYs, and these are by far my favorite Halloween DIYs I have ever done on this channel. I know I'm 2 months early, but if I waited to upload these videos later in October, lots of the Dollar Tree Halloween products are already sold out by then. So I'd rather do it earlier so you guys can keep your eyes open for what I used and purchase them yourself. I don't know what to do next though. Let me know if you want another Halloween video, if you want fall. I don't really know. Christmas, I have no clue. Again, give me some input with what you would like to see next. It really helps me out. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. With that being said, let's begin.
For our first DIY, we are going to be picking up a t-shirt from Dollar Tree. I recommend getting 100% cotton shirts. If you cannot find 100% cotton shirts, just try to find a shirt that has the highest percent of cotton that you can find. This is a viral hack I've seen on TikTok. I don't know who originated this, so I'm just going to link a generic search so you can check out other people's take on this. So from Dollar Tree, you want to pick up some of their DIY wood pieces from the Halloween section and then some bleach and an empty spray bottle. You'll put the bleach inside of the spray bottle. Some people add water to their bleach. I went with straight bleach. Now take a piece of cardboard or something similar and place that inside of the shirt so that the bleach doesn't bleed through the other side. Now take your DIY wood pieces and just place them over your t-shirts. Next, you'll just take your spray bottle of bleach and start spraying your shirts, and you'll be able to see the bleach pretty instantly. After about 15 minutes, I went ahead and removed my wood pieces, and this is what I was left with. You'll want to rinse your shirts under cold water and then just wash them in the washing machine like you normally would, and then it's good to go. How cool are these? Super inexpensive, and I'm sure you can do this with other wooden pieces from Dollar Tree. For our next DIY, we are going to be using fake apples from Dollar Tree. What you want to do is take your hot glue gun. Use it on the lowest heat setting. And you're going to create 2 eyes and a melted nose. Wait for the glue to completely dry and then go over those areas one more time. After they have dried yet again, you're going to start creating what is the look of like melted caramel, melted poison. Start at the top of your apple and work your way down. I tried doing this a couple of times with different items, and I found that hot glue works the best and that you want to start at the top of the apple and work your way down. Again, you're going to want to wait for the glue to completely dry before moving on to your next step. I ended up painting some of my apples red because I didn't have any red apples on hand, and that's what I did with this one. So any area that didn't have the caramel look to it, I added red paint. On top of the hot glue, I painted on some neon green paint. And when you're done with your apples, you're going to be left with something like this. How cute are these things? I love them so much. I want to make more of them and do like an entire tier tray of just poison apples. For our next DIY, you want to pick up a pool noodle from Dollar Tree as well as one of the wooden handles from their toilet plungers. What you'll do is you'll cut down your pool noodle to be almost the same length as the wooden handle. Now you're going to be using this cemetery vase as the base for what it is that you're making, so it sticks nicely into the ground. Go ahead and take the piece of pool noodle that you cut and glue it into the cemetery vase and try to push it down as far as you can. Then take your wooden piece and put that through the center of the pool noodle. Now I'm going to be using a ball that I got from Dollar Tree. I don't recommend doing this. I recommend getting a styrofoam ball, a bigger one, at a local craft store. What I ended up doing is taking a bamboo stick and putting that through the ball, and I was trying to hear if I could hear any air coming out. I heard nothing, so I was like, great, the bamboo stick plugged the ball. 3 days later, no, the air leaked. So that's why I recommend going the route of styrofoam. So what I ended up doing is I took that ball and I put it through the pool noodle. I took a couple more of bamboo sticks and I just stuck them through the pool noodle, and these are going to be the hands of the ghost that we are making. Now get some white fabric. You can even use a white t-shirt from Dollar Tree, and you are going to place that over and you're going to cut it down so that it looks like a ghost. To tighten the material around the neck, just get a zip tie and tie it into place. Next up, take some black felt and cut out 2 eyes and a mouth for your ghost. Once you have those cut out, you can go ahead and glue them. Just use your hot glue gun to attach it directly to the material and you're good to go. You have these fun little ghosts that will be perfect on a lawn. It was actually really windy that day and they didn't fly off at all. But like I said, you want to use a styrofoam ball. Do not use the ball that I did and poke a hole through it unless you got a better way. But trust me, you can go ahead and try to hot glue the ball to the pool noodle. It ain't gonna work. It's gonna come right off. If you want to do the ghost but make it super easy, Dollar Tree carries these hanging ghosts, and underneath there's this piece of styrofoam that you're going to want to glue onto a garden stake. So just buy one of the garden stakes that Dollar Tree carries and you can remove the decorations off of it and use it for something else. And there you have it, a really easy ghost. These are not as big as the other ghosts, but they're simple to do and they're really cute. Next up, we're going to be making the Hocus Pocus book. I've done this before, but this is an easier way. From Dollar Tree, you want to pick up a blank book as well as their faux leather that you're going to find near all of the Cricut items. So it's a long roll. What you'll do is you'll cut that piece down to wrap around the inside of the book as well as the outside. Once you have that cut down, just glue it into place with your hot glue gun. Now we'll be using some fake eyeballs from Dollar Tree. You're going to want to go ahead and cut those in half. All you have to do is find the hole that's in the ball and then put your scissor through it, and that way you'll be able to cut it in half. Once you have it cut in half, take the part that has the iris and glue that onto your book. Now this is the most time-consuming part of this DIY, but it is so easy to do. You just take your hot glue gun and you use it to create the designs that are on the book. You want to do layers of this. So in the corners of the book, there's these little snake designs. So you want to start off with a layer there, and that's going to be the very base of the design. And once that dries, start adding the snake design over it. So it starts to give it that 3D effect. Another example are the stitches and the wounds. I started off making the wounds and then I waited for that to dry, and then I went over that with the glue again to create the stitches, and that's how I created the 3D effect. After you have all of your designs down, it's time to paint everything. I recommend going over every design except for the eyelid area with black paint. This gives it a really good base, and it gives the paint that you apply afterwards something to attach to. After I have every area that I want painted black, I then go in with my colors. The only colors I used on the book itself, not the eye, were silver, black, white, and brown paint. If you're into highlighting and shading like I am, all you have to do is dip your finger inside of the paint and rub it over the leather. It's really easy to blend it that way versus using a paintbrush. And that's how I shaded and I highlighted the book. The only other thing that was left for me to do was to paint the eyeball. The eyeball of the Hocus Pocus book is not yellow. I went with blue. I just used some blue paint to paint over the iris and then black paint to paint over the pupil a little more. I love the way that this book came out. If you cannot find the leather from Dollar Tree, I will link my other tutorial down below for you guys. That one I used toilet paper, and anybody can find toilet paper. I mean, I guess if it was 2020 you might not have been able to find toilet paper, but now you can. This next DIY is brilliant, and it is inspired by Just Deb 29 from TikTok. I'll link her down below for you guys if you want to check out her DIY. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pick up some doll houses from Dollar Tree. Now Just Deb spray painted the entire doll house. I didn't want to do that to some of the trimming, so any of the trimming that was white on the pink house I pushed out and I placed to the side. I wanted to keep that white. Before spray painting, you can always sand down the house so that the spray paint adheres better to the plastic. The spray paint I used was this Rust-Oleum flat black spray paint. You can leave your dollhouse just black. I decided to add some silver accent to this, so I just took a brush sponge and dabbed some silver paint all over my dollhouse wherever I saw fit. I then go ahead and push back in the windows I took out as well as the trimming around the door. That's how you take those doll houses from Dollar Tree and turn them into haunted houses. I want to thank Just Deb 29 again on TikTok. I saw when she did this DIY, a bunch of people started taking her idea and not crediting her, and she deserves all the credit. It is such a brilliant idea. Moving right along, for this project, you're going to need one of the round floral bowls from Dollar Tree, and then you're going to need something to be the lid. You can make a lid, or you can buy one of these glasses from Dollar Tree that already has a lid on it. Now you'll need a planter. If you cannot find one at your local Dollar Tree, go to Walmart. I got this one for around $1 and it's on the larger side. So what I did is I painted my planters and lids a purple color and a black color. Now flip your planters over and glue that round bowl on top of the planter. Next up, you're going to fill your bowls up with whatever you like. I did candy corn in one and then gumballs in the other. I actually had to pick out the color gumballs I wanted. We're going to jazz this up a bit. I got some ribbon from Dollar Tree. I made 2 small bows. I stuck to the front of my planters, and then I got some DIY stickers. I went ahead and placed one of the pumpkins in the front of my black gumball machine, and then I got these felt stickers from Dollar Tree and I placed one of the ghost stickers in the front of my purple gumball machine. These are really easy to make, and I feel like they would be great gifts to give to somebody during the month of October. So I ended up getting these really cute ghosts at Marshall's for about $12.99 each. And I ended up seeing these ghosts at Dollar Tree that I feel like had potential to make them look like the ghost I bought from Marshall's. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to remove the felt pieces off of the front of their face and save some of those. You're going to take the 2 ones that were eyes and you're going to cut them down to be smaller circular eyes. Now go ahead and glue those pieces to your ghost, and what was once the nose, I just flipped it around and it became the mouth, so I didn't have to cut a mouth. Then I took one of those bat felt stickers from Dollar Tree and I placed it on my ghost so it looked like a little bow tie. I ended up making one more ghost, but with that ghost I gave it hands, and to make the hands I had to use the fabric that came from another ghost, and I just cut down pieces to create those hands. So I used the top portion of the ghost and then I cut some of the fabric down to create another hand, and I just stuffed it with some of the cotton that was already there. Once I had those hands, I go ahead and I glue them to my ghost, and I attached a felt sticker and the Boo felt piece that was already on the ghost. I just put those on the hands, and now I have these 2 miniature ghosts that go well with the other 2 that I bought from Marshall's. Now it looks like a family of 4. Now it's time to make some potions, and these aren't just your normal potions where you just paint the bottle. We're going to make these look more realistic. So from Dollar Tree, pick up some glasses, any ones that you like. These ones I think work well with the potion look. For one of the potions, I took some cotton balls and I just unraveled them. And then I watered down some gray paint. So basically it was just gray water. I used that to color the cotton. Eventually it is going to dry, but at first it's just going to be like these globs. Don't worry about it. After I have them basically dyed, I go ahead and I stick them inside of one of my glasses. Inside of another glass, I went ahead and just poured in some flour. You can use any type of flour that you like. Into my third glass, I went ahead and poured some water and then dyed the water using some food coloring. I just used a red food coloring to make this kind of look cool and like it could bubble at times. I added a little bit of oil. When you shake it, it looks acidic, which I think looks cool for a fake potion. Now I went ahead and I created these labels that I'll link down below for you guys so you can print them out at home. Well, I cut them out and I stick them to the front of my potion bottles. So the cotton is supposed to be werewolf fur, the flour is supposed to be bone powder, and then the water with the oil is supposed to be arsenic poison. I made 2 more potions using these smaller glasses. In one of the glasses, I added some water, and then I cut down these tinsel stems that I got from Dollar Tree. I just placed that inside of the glass, and then I added some dirty water. So it wasn't actually dirty water. I just got a brown paint, watered it down to make it look like it was dirty water, and I placed that inside of the glass. And this one was supposed to be tarantula legs. This one is actually my favorite of them all. And then inside of the other glass, I added water, green food coloring, and then I took one of those tinsel stems and shaped it to kind of look like a snake, and this was supposed to be snake venom. So that's how I created these potion bottles that have more of a realistic feel to them versus just getting a glass bottle and painting it and putting a sticker on the front of it. I think these look super cool. And you can make miniature versions of these. Just get the mini glass containers from Dollar Tree. They carry ones with a cork and ones without a cork. You're going to fill them up with water. To fill them with water, you can just use a syringe if you have one on hand, and then just put your food coloring inside of the glasses. You can mix food coloring together together to create a different color. And if the color is too dark for you, just add more water until you can water it down and get rid of the darkness. Inside of some of the glass containers, I poured some of this glitter glue from Dollar Tree. I got 4 different colors. Poured it right in, it was good to go. And then I added my labels. How cute are these tiny potions? They are perfect for a tier tray. I love this hack. From Dollar Tree, you can pick up their $1 handmade Halloween greeting cards. And these ones look a bit different than the ones you're going to find in the main section. These are on their own end cap, and they have more of like a high-end look to them. Then you're going to pick up some picture frames. I recommend getting the 5x7 one or the 4x6. And all you have to do is remove the contents out of the picture frame and place the card inside. I also recommend adding the envelope that you took the card out of, just in case you want to reuse the card or use the envelope as the backing to your image. And then you're left with these really pretty pictures for Halloween, and they were only $2. And look how nice these came out. I didn't have to do any printing. I didn't have to use my Cricut. It's good to go. This is a really easy way to make another Dollar Tree image. Just get one of their calendars and look for something that you like. I got this farmhouse calendar and I like the happy Halloween picture that's inside of it. So I go ahead, rip that image out of the calendar. I get a picture frame. Now the picture frames from Dollar Tree, you're not going to find one that holds this image in it perfectly. I'm just using an 8x10 one, and I just get the image the best that I could in the front of the frame, and then I bend the paper. You can go ahead and cut it, but I went ahead and just bent the paper and placed my content back inside of the picture frame, and that was it. I have this $2 picture frame, and I still have a bunch of images I could use, and I could switch out in the same picture frame throughout the year. Let's make a crystal ball next. From Dollar Tree, pick up one of their round floral bowls, and you are going to be using whatever paint you like. So I'm going to be using black and purple paint. Now what you're going to do is you are going to water down the paint. So basically you're just creating a purple colored water. And what you'll do is you'll start to paint the inside of the bowl. Now this is going to give it a translucent look. So the color's still there, but it's still kind of see-through. So you can just pour the water directly in the bowl, move the water around that way, or you can take a paintbrush to it. I did this with my purple paint, and I did this with my black paint. Go ahead and let that dry. Now you'll need something for the bottom of your crystal ball. I am going to be using this, it's like a concrete piece that I got from Dollar Tree. If you can't find this, just get like one of their plates and paint it. I went ahead and I painted this black. Now inside of the crystal ball, I'm going to be putting some LED lights. These are the ghost ones, and I got them from Dollar Tree. Go ahead, add my batteries, and put those inside of the ball. And then you just place the ball on top of whatever base it is that you're using, and look how cool this looks. You can even get the projector from Dollar Tree and put that against the glass. They have different ones. I'm using the skeleton one for this one. It looks super cool. For our next DIY, you're going to want to pick up one of these skeletons from Dollar Tree and remove the tag. You'll also pick up one of these tubs, and you're going to find this in the toy section. Now what I did is I took the legs off of the skeleton, then I added some glue to the back of the skeleton and attached it to the tub. I removed the feet from the legs, and then I glued the 2 feet to the front of the tub. Now get some plastic wrap or cotton and fill the tub up with that stuff. I decided to paint the plastic wrap blue, and I was like, oh heck no, so I flipped it over so there was blue showing through the plastic wrap, but it wasn't too crazy. To create bubbles inside of the water, I decided to use the leftover eyeballs that I had. I just made sure that I glued the pupils down so you wouldn't see those. I decided to then make a little shower cap, so I take my plastic wrap, wrap it around the top of the skeleton, and then I painted the plastic wrap using blue paint. I also decided to kind of create the little rubber band that is on a shower cap using some hot glue and some white paint. And that's it. I just have this funny little skeleton in a tub that's good for Halloween decor inside of your bathroom. Next DIY, it's just super easy. From Dollar Tree, you want to pick up some of their Halloween Christmas trees, at least 2 of them, because the trees are really sparse. They don't look good. So what you can do is you can take 2 trees and zip tie them together to make a more full looking. This is the part that's really easy. You can decorate your tree however you like. I'm going to share with you how I decorated mine. I took this web from Dollar Tree and I cut it down to be the garland of my tree, and then I glued on these ornaments ornaments that I got from Dollar Tree. I had 2 packs total, and I glue them down because if you hang them off of the little stems, it just looks really sad. If you glue them, it makes the tree look more full. Dollar Tree carries a bunch of different LED lights that you can use to be kind of like Christmas tree lights. So I used this orange one that I liked a lot, and then these little bat lights that I got from Dollar Tree. Then I decided to add some of those jack-o'-lantern picks. I take the pumpkin right off of the pick, and then I just glue that to my tree as well. And I think this was like the best thing for this, including the lights. The lights and the pumpkins I really liked. You can take the web from Dollar Tree and just use it as a Christmas tree skirt. How cute is this tree? I wish I would have bought 2 more to make another tree, and I would place that on top of my TV stand. I'm gonna keep my eyes open at Dollar Tree because I would love to make another. Time for another simple DIY. From Dollar Tree, you want to pick up some books. I prefer to get ones that have a hard cover. So if you can find those, I recommend getting those. Now you'll paint these books whatever color you like. Since it's Halloween, I'm going with black paint, specifically a black chalk paint just because it dries faster. Now I'm going to go ahead and freehand words on these books, and by that I mean I'm just taking paint and doing it myself. If you have a shaky hand or you're not good at this, Dollar Tree does carry stencils that you can use to get wording onto your books. What I did was Hocus Pocus Boo Witch's Brew. There's so many like sayings for these farmhouse books. Just Google Halloween farmhouse books and you'll find a bunch of sayings if you're looking for some inspiration. After I had the words painted on, I took some twine from Dollar Tree and I just wrapped that around the books and then tie it into place. This part is completely optional. I took the felt stickers from Dollar Tree and I placed some of them on the sides of the books, and then I took the ghost one and put it right on top of the book where the twine is. And now I have these Halloween farmhouse books. Something that always pairs well with the farmhouse books is wood garland. Dollar Tree right now is carrying wood garland just as is, but obviously I want to paint these for Halloween. A great way to paint wood beads is to get bamboo skewers and then a basket from Dollar Tree that has like holes in it, so you're able to put the beads through the skewer and then take that skewer and place it through the holes that are inside of the basket. It just makes it easier to paint the beads. Now take some twine and feed it through the beads. I'm just using the twine that the beads were originally on. So I was able to make 2 bead garlands using that same twine with the wooden beads. This particular garland had purple, black, green, and orange beads. Then I took the DIY stickers from Dollar Tree, and specifically this Boo sticker, and I go ahead and I tie my twine around that sticker. And these stickers aren't paper stickers, they're wood stickers, so pieces of wood. I made another bead garland. This one was purple, black, and green beads, and the sticker that I tied around this was the Haunted House Dollar Tree DIY sticker. And that's how I just made these bead garlands, Halloweenish, and they're perfect for the farmhouse books. Like I said, just place it on top of the farmhouse book and you're good to go. We are not done with potion bottles, but bear with me. Target Bullseye Playground carries these potion bottles that are super popular. They fly off the shelf last year and they're flying off the shelf this year. So I want to try to recreate them using Dollar Tree products. So you can buy these glasses from Dollar Tree. You need ones that have like a bigger hole to shove things into, but they're really hard to find. So if you can't find them, Hobby Lobby carries these glasses that are $1 when they're on sale. So I am going to fill these up to kind of mimic what the Bullseye Playground has. I do have these labels I created that I'll link down below for you guys. Our first potion bottle is going to be Shrunken Skulls. So I got the skeleton garland from Dollar Tree and I ripped the heads off of them, or the skulls off of them, and I placed those inside of my glasses. And this is why I was saying you need a glass that has a bigger hole at the top so you can put the things that you want inside of them. If you get the small ones from Dollar Tree, you can't stick anything inside of them. I go ahead and I place my label on the front of that one. For the second one, we're gonna do bones. I got these little bones from Dollar Tree. They are foam, so they're easy to bend inside of your glass. Side note, that is not dirt under my nails. That's the gray paint I was using for the werewolf fur. Lots of times when I film, I'm doing multiple DIYs in a day. So I was even spray painting some black stuff when I did my pole noodle DIY this day. So, you know, just because my nails look dirty, that's not what it is. It's just, well, technically they are, but it's paint. It's not actual dirt. Now we have the jack-o'-lantern potion bottle. So I'm just using that orange glitter glue for this bottle. We're going to be making a spider bottle, and of course you're just going to put some fake spiders inside of that bottle. For the zombie dust bottle, I'm going to be using some green glitter that I got from Dollar Tree, and then I ended up cutting off some of like the limbs from that skeleton garland, and I put that inside of the bottle as well. Our last bottle is a bat bottle. I got these rings from Dollar Tree. There's little bat rings inside of there. I went ahead and placed a few inside of this bottle, and now I have these bottles that are very similar to the ones that you get at Target. The ones from Target, they're not just glitter and water. They have little trinkets inside of them that make them really, really cool. For our next DIY, we're going to be using pool noodles yet again from Dollar Tree, and we're going to use the pool noodle to create a big wreath form. Dollar Tree does not carry jumbo foam wreath forms, so by using the pool noodle, we're able to make one. Now, all you have to do is attach the ends of the pool noodle together. I use tape to do this, and by tape I mean masking tape or a duct tape. I've seen people use hot glue, and I don't know how they do that because hot glue melts the foam. Even if I use the lowest setting of hot glue, it just doesn't work for me. It's easier to use tape. It's time to decorate. I'm going to be using these purple roses that I got from Dollar Tree, and of course I am going to take the roses off of their stems, and once I've done that, I'm able to glue them onto my wreath really easily, so I'm just placing it wherever I like. Now I glued down some of these ornaments that I got from Dollar Tree. When you glue them down, you want to glue down the side of the ornament, not where that gold piece is. If you try to do it that way, it just becomes a big mess, and it doesn't go through the foam as easy as you would think. Now I'm going to be using these floral picks from Dollar Tree, but I'm not going to glue one entire floral pick on its own to the wreath. I do take my wire cutters and I get individual pieces off of one stem, and I go ahead and I glue those all around my wreath form. Now I went ahead and I glued on some of these fake spiders that I got from Dollar Tree. They have them in orange, purple, and black. I went with the orange and the purple. So there was parts of the pool noodle that was showing through everything. So to try to cover up as much as I could, I took some ribbon from Dollar Tree and cut small pieces that I created loops out of, and I went ahead and glued those to the areas where I could see the pool noodle still showing through. But I just recommend painting the pool noodle right away, and that's just going to make everything so much easier for you. And that's how I created this jumbo wreath. I love it. My favorite wreaths I've ever made from Dollar Tree are this one and a Christmas one that I made last year, and both of them were made with the pool noodles, and that's why I love using a pool noodle, because you can make a big wreath versus just the kind of small ones that you make normally with the wreath forms from Dollar Tree. Let's make some canvas images. From Dollar Tree, I picked up their biggest canvas that they carry. This doesn't have a wooden frame. It's 11 by 14 inches. You also want to get some type of hanging wall piece that you like. I got this trick or treat one from Dollar Tree, and I went ahead and removed the twine off of it. Now you're going to get some wooden dolls. Now I purchased mine at Hobby Lobby. You can get them at Walmart. It just depends on which one you want, how big you want it. I got the little square ones, and I think it cost me around $2, and I only needed 2 for this. Now I'm sawing them down to a length that I like, and this is going to be the frame for my picture frame. This tabletop circular saw I purchased from Harbor Freight. I know you can get one from Amazon, and I see JAYMUNEEDY, and I'll link her down below for you guys. She's a very talented Dollar Tree DIYer here on YouTube, but I've seen her use one of these, and I know she gets hers from Amazon, so I'll link her down below for you guys. You can check her out. Now get your wood glue out and use it to attach all your pieces of wood together. I'm using a wood glue that I got from Dollar Tree. It's their Craft Your Square woodwork glue. I didn't wait for the glue to completely dry before I moved on to this next step. You want to wait for it to completely dry. I just went ahead and I painted the wood. Now what I did is I took a brown paint and I just watered it down so that it became more like a stain, and I used that to essentially stain the wood. Now I take my canvas and I glue it to the back of the picture frame. Now I take my hanging art that I got from Dollar Tree and glue that to my canvas. I detached the hanging part at the bottom of the sign and then glued that down separately just to make it easier, not have that string hanging. And there you go, you have some canvas art. What I like about this is it's not the foam board that I tend to use. It's an actual canvas, so it looks really nice. Moving on to our next DIY, it's really easy. From Dollar Tree, pick yourself up some foam pumpkins that you like, and you'll want to remove the stem off of 2 of the foam pumpkins. Now you're going to glue your pumpkins on top of each other. Whichever pumpkin you left the stem on, that's going to be your top pumpkin. Now I originally went with 3 pumpkins, but later on I decided I liked 2 better. Now pick up yourself a bucket from Dollar Tree. I got this cute jack-o'-lantern one, and what you're going to do is you're going to place a piece of styrofoam down at the bottom. I just so happen to have another pumpkin and I used that instead. You'll glue it to the inside of your bucket and then glue on the pumpkins that you did to that whatever styrofoam or pumpkin that you used. Inside of the bucket around the pumpkins, I added some floral moss. I went with the one that's a little bit more brown just because it reminds me more of fall versus the one that's more green, which reminds me more of spring and summer. You'll be left with your own kind of pumpkin topiary. This is how it looked with 3 of them, but then I decided that I liked 2 better, and I do really like the way that it looks with 2 more. Another project you can do with a bucket and the pumpkin is by making a floral arrangement. So get your bucket, put the pumpkin inside, you can add the moss if you like to, and then just pick up some floral pieces from Dollar Tree that you really like and just put them through the pumpkin. Yes, you can buy floral and just stick it directly in the bucket, but with that foam pumpkin inside of there, it makes it so that you can put whatever piece of floral you want in a certain spot in that spot and it stays there. It also helps it look more full and taller. So this is what I came up with that whole floral arrangement that I made, and basically I just used the floral picks and then the eucalyptus that was red and a maroon color. This is something I did last year but goes really well with all the potions that I made, especially the mini potions. From Dollar Tree, you want to pick up one of their wooden drawer boxes. You'll take out the one that's inside, put it to the side, use it for something else, but the main box you're just going to go ahead and start adding toilet paper and Mod Podge. This is going to give your box an old feel to it. So you put Mod Podge down, toilet paper on top of that, and then more Mod Podge over the toilet paper to seal it into place. You could do this all over the box. Now you can paint the box whatever color you like. I went with black. I also added a little bit of brown and a little bit of silver. I'll also be using a Dollar Tree ruler that I cut down to fit the front of the box, and I made sure that I painted that as well. Now go ahead and glue your ruler or whatever it is that you're using to the front of the box. I just used hot glue. I had a good amount. And then I went ahead and printed out this little label that I made that said mini potion bar, and that's what I feel like goes really well with the mini potions we just made. You can put some fairy lights in the inside to make it glow, add your potions, and it's super cute and real easy to do. You can make a bunch of these to fit all of your potions. This one is just stupid easy. From Dollar Tree, pick up any candles that you like, and what you'll do is remove the label off of the front if there is a label. Then just go to Google Images, type in Hocus Pocus candle label, Salem, Massachusetts candle label. You'll be able to find some stuff, print it out, cut it out, glue it to the front of your candle, and then you have some Hocus Pocus candles. It's really easy to do and really inexpensive. For our final DIY, we are going to be using these vases from Dollar Tree, so the cylinder vases and some puff paint. There's different colors you can use. I'm going to go with a black puff paint. Looking back on it though, I wish I would have went with red. So what you'll do is you'll take your puff paint and you're going to create just kind of dripping wax or even like dripping blood design on the very top of your glass. So you're going to do one layer of this, wait for it to completely dry, and if you like, you can add another layer. It does take a while for the puff paint to completely dry. How long? I don't know exactly. Usually I just wait overnight. Now from Dollar Tree, I picked up some candle pillars, 3 total. Now you'll use a heavy duty glue like E6000 to glue your candle pillars together and your glass to the candle pillars. So I did one tall candle pillar using 2 of those candle stands, and then I made one that was a little bit smaller by just using 1 candle stand, and then the third one was just the glass alone. Inside of the glasses, I put a black candle that I got from Hobby Lobby, and then that's just how I made these Halloween candle pillars. That's why I was saying I wish I would have went with red, just so there was a nice contrast between the red and the black.